Hello. Today in Universal Healing we did our Wednesday healing, and it was about the reproductive system and the sexual organs and sexual energy. It was very beautiful because we connect deep into the issue. And one of the things that was I find very important today, and I'm going to talk more about my own experience than maybe the experience in general of all the healers, but I think it brought a lot of clarity to me about some things. So while I was focusing in the first and second chakra and all this area where we have the sexual organs and all that, it really expand. The healing was wanting to expand not just there, but into the whole body, into the whole energy field. And it became very clear to me that sexual energy and sexual identity also, it's a full body experience and a full system experience. Why there is so much conflict nowadays about sexuality? I know many people would say, oh, when the church came and start demonizing sexuality and all that, and then we are all ashamed of our sexuality and all that. Okay, more or less we all know that, but why is happening nowadays, and also how come there is still so much conflict in and I think that working with today working with the sexual energy, it was so clear that when we feel good in our sexual energy, when we are open to it, when this sexual energy flows, when we feel grounded, we feel good in our body and we feel good in ourselves. What happens when we feel good in ourselves and we are totally embracing who we are? That then there is not that much bullshit to pay attention to. I know who I am, and I'm good with myself, and I'm embracing myself. If I'm a man, that in this case I am a man, I don't have to be listening so much about how a man needs to be, or what a man is, or what a man is not, or how toxic masculinity, to say something, is or is not. Because in me, I feel good with myself. And I'm a man. And in that feeling good, also it's allowing, if I have any issue, to process it, to let it move, to integrate it. So I don't allow much distortion happening in me because it doesn't feel good. So with that, in me being a man and enjoying who I am, it's very easy for me also to allow others to be who they are. And maybe it's more difficult for others to tell me who I need to be, who they think that I need to be. Because it doesn't make any sense anymore for me. I am who I am. And in that I am who I am, there is a big space for everyone to be who they are. But there is not a lot of space for distortion or mental configurations that are not grounded in reality. And that was important today for me. And it happens very clearly while working, but also there was a moment that the male representation of Shiva, the sacred masculinity, came and sat with me. And in that moment, I was sitting absolutely powerful, in total harmony with all existence. And in front of me, there was the divine goddess, the divine feminine, or to say it in other words, a woman that was totally embracing her femininity. And we were feeling good. And we were not in any kind of conflict. And we were actually absolutely complementary. She liked me and I liked her. Because I was liking myself and she was liking herself. And in that space, in this space, there is just a full open playground for us to be and to enjoy. And I know that there are a lot of discussions out there about gender, about many other things. And I wonder if that is just a way of controlling and making us to be in conflict with life. Because when you embrace who you are and you like it, you're gonna keep doing that. So if you hate yourself for whatever reason, because you learn when you were a kid that this is wrong, you are bad, all these type of things, and you really took that in, that it happens to me, it happens to everyone. But then in the healing process, we learn to heal and to integrate all these parts that feel separate, that feel ugly, that feel that I'm not good, that I'm not a good man, or that I'm not a good woman, or all this stuff, or that maybe because I'm not a good man, I should be a woman, or it's all these all this mental energy that when it's not grounded in the body and down into the earth, it really can take us into very ugly spaces and very important spaces of not acceptance of selves. There is such a power, a healing power, when we start opening to the possibility that maybe we are not accepting who I am. And maybe I need help. And maybe I need help from someone that is gonna really help me. Because life is very different when we start accepting ourselves. And from that acceptance, most likely it will come love as well. And we're going to start loving ourselves with our limitations, with our uniqueness, and with everything that comes with us. In that exploration, we may feel and start discovering that things that we think about ourselves they are not true at all, and things that we thought that they is not who we are, like very beautiful qualities, we're going to start discovering them in us. And from that space of self-love, we can really be open in accepting and loving others. others from the same sex, others from the other sex, life in general. And then it's going to become very clear for us when we sit deeply grounded in who we are. It's going to be very clear. It is very clear what we like and what we don't like. And we support the impulse that will come from our essence. And life, it's really a blessing instead of a battlefield. So all that was very clear today in our healing for the reproductive system, sexual organs and sexual energy. Also working in more detail, maybe I did work a lot in the energy myself, and others they were working more with the organs, and because sometimes it happens this way, but also how important it's flexibility in the body, and how important it is to start accepting more the body of something that is alive and it's natural, and how energy healing and natural remedies are really supporting our body and supporting in healing and integrating the traumas and everything that is happening in our lives. And many other times when we go and we receive maybe things that are not so natural to that we think that are going to help our body or our system, and many times that is not the solution. Today also it was very clear in the healing how many of these artificial solutions that many people have been receiving these last years are also affecting the sexual organs, are affecting deeply the reproduction system. And in doing energy healing, we can work with that. We cleanse, we open up for all these artificial things to get out of the body. And when that happens, really the movement, we can see the movement of the energy just getting healthy again. How chakras start spinning strong in a healthy way, and how health just comes back into the body. So thank you for letting me share my thoughts today, and keep exploring. Keep sitting and see if you can love yourself just as you are. And if you need help, I think at this point you know where to find us. So thank you very much.